best team in the NBA. What do you hope people watching all around the world tonight at their homes learned about your squad?
I mean, tonight was a good performance. We did the things we were supposed to do. But for us, it was just another night of basketball, another night of competing together, another night of being competitive, and then just letting the chips fall where they may.
YouTube faithful, what's going on? I have 3 NBA picks that I'm going to give you today that I like. I think they're in good matchups. They've been quasi wagons for me, so I'm just going to continue to ride that train until I'm forced off. It is Flex Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Me and PrizePicks is hooking you up with a free roll. I recommend you try your luck, possibly doing things you wouldn't normally do, because win, lose, or draw, you're getting that coin back. Granted, it's promo funds, but let's keep it a buck. You were using that funds anyways on PrizePicks, you little degen. Oh yeah, Captain Crush knows. You can't stop it, baby. So, let's talk about the 3 main guys that I like, okay? And then I'm going to give you some darts to wrap this all up, and I'm going to do it quickly because I want this video out before 3 o'clock my time. And why is the video late today? Well, I will be starting next week on a quicker schedule for you guys. I know I've been saying it for a while, but I finally have a plan in place. The problem is that I like the lines to settle and things like that because the market data flip-flops and it gives me time to do my projections in the morning and research everything. But I understand some of you guys have no patience, so I'm going to try to do things the night before and then wake up early and film it like that, and I'll see how it goes, okay? Also, I have a couple of other things that I need help from my community, so stick around till midway or the end of this video and we will talk about it. Guys, yesterday was okay. I think I gave out like, what, 4 gobbies here. Everything hit. Cade Cunningham hooked his PRA gobby, cashed his points goblin, so I think I went 3 of 4. I hated yesterday's slate. Jalen Green cashed, Cam Whitmore got gate kept, DeRozan cashed. We had a few dubs on the live stream, but overall, it wasn't that great of a day. My Thunder, the hat, they blew the brakes off of Donnie and co, but Garland cashed his assist. But let me tell you something. The Cavs got exposed for the frauds they are, ladies and gentlemen, but that's for another day. Now, we're going to talk about the one, the only, Trey Murphy III, and yes, Zion is playing tonight, but I don't care. He's playing the Utah Jazz. This kid has just been crushing, and when I mean crushing, I mean he respects coin. The man respects coin. 52, 57, 41, 43, 38, high spread, low spread, big point total, low point total. The man cooks and he respects coin, and as long as he does, I'm gonna continue to ride this train until I'm forced off. Now this spread 11, it kind of scares me, but the Utah Jazz are one of those teams that'll keep it close whenever you least expect it because they're Utah sell jobs and you can take that to the bank, but we don't really know. And yes, I know I'm yelling, comment guy, my microphone's messed up. I want to make sure y'all get the audio. So I'm gonna load up my fantasy point per minute tool and show you my projection sheet like I've been doing to help the poverty among you. This is already posted in the Discord. You can get this every single day with the fantasy point projections that I actually give for them and the differential on the YouTube. I show the games played, usage rates, minutes. Here you go. In the Murph Man, 26 games played, 34 minutes on average. Let's call it 35. 24% usage rate. The ball's in the man's hands 25% of the time, or 24% of the time. He's averaging 1.04 fantasy points per minute. Last 3, 52, 57, 40, and 35.95 is his average. All right, now let me cook up. 1.02, comment guy, 1.02, multiply it times 35, bang, you get 35.7. But like I said, that's on average how many minutes he's playing, okay? That's an average. Lately, he's been playing more and cooking more, so we have to take that into account. Now let me look at my projection sheet, which isn't going to be that great because Zion's back in the mix, but I do have him 21 points, 5.5 rebounds, and 2.8 assists for a total of 28 PRA. As you can see, it's going to be close. It's going to be dicey, but I am just going to go ahead and take his fantasy score, and I do believe his PRA, for those of you who don't have fantasy scores, you could go there. I do like the alternate line more. I will give you the caveat of this. He is due regression. I just don't think today's going to be a day where he regresses. You know what I mean? Not against the Utah Jazz, and I know that Zion's back in the mix. You could pivot to a less popular DeJounte Murray if you wanted to. I wouldn't begrudge you a bit, but fellas and ladies, 9 of 10 on his fantasy score. Head to head, he hasn't hit, but this is last year. We don't care. We got a new Trey Murphy, 13 of 20. He's just been significantly cooking over the last 10 to 15 games, and I see no reason to get off this train yet. Like I said, if you want to take his PRA or his alt line instead, you could. Now, one thing I want to get better at too is letting you guys know the pivots. So here's the market data for Trey Murphy. Under our 8.5 RA, points, rebounds is juiced in our favor. Fantasy score, points, assists, turnovers, points. This is actually interesting too, the turnovers. The points is straight up too. But let's go over here. Parlay play. You type in Trey Murphy, you can get his points at 19.5, or you can take his PRA down here at 26.5. And I do believe it's a good payout, man. That's not terrible. 1.3. If you pair it with one of their promos, you'll get a good payout. If you were to take this Anthony Edwards 2.5 3-pointers boost, you'd get 1.9x, which is pretty much a double up. I think that's fine. I think the Giannis Antetokounmpo boost would be fine. This is a glitch, but you can use any of these and get your 2x. I think those are good. The boost one, the rebounds, we are actually going to talk about him. There is a ton of boosts on parlay play right now. I know their tacos haven't been hitting, guys, but that's just variance. They do have a lot of good lines. Make sure you use code CRUSH. You'll get your free square, your deposit match, and I got 30 days loaded up on my cord ready to go. I just sent out 10 free trials to people. You're next. You got to send me the email with the proof of deposit, and I got your back like this hoodie's got me, you dig? So get in the mix. Parlay play, you can get him at 26.5 PRA over there. Now, why am I mentioning that? Because you can get him at 24.5 PRA on PrizePicks, but the payout isn't nearly as good, but because they don't have those boosts, but it will pay you 2x with any random line. For example, if you took Murphy's PRA and his rebounds, 2x. So either one of those is fine. I love this goblin today. I love Trey Murphy today. If he sells, he sells. He's due regression. The next person that I'm going to talk about is a quasi wagon, and that is Porzingis, first half points. My goodness, he's just been cooking. I just paid 9 for this. 2-3 videos ago, I gave you guys for this, but look at this. 13, 13, 13, 16, 12. He's taking too many shots. He's doing too much for me not to take his first half. In addition to that, I think his full game is in the mix too. I don't like the matchup. It's a slower pace down spot for him. It's not a good matchup, guys, but we can still take it. In his first half PRA at 13.5, we could take it. It's not a good matchup, but we're getting a good price. So we have to factor that in. Either one of these is fine, okay? So you can see Porzingis 8.5 points or his first half PRA, even his fantasy score, I guess. I'm high on all of them. I was trying to determine if I was going to anchor this or if I was just going to take it in limited. It'll probably go in my Flex Friday slip because it's a free roll, to be honest. But guys, look at what I'm looking at. I told you the matchup is bad, okay? It is a bad matchup. It's a slow pace down spot, but it doesn't really matter too much because he's kind of like matchup proof in my opinion. He's not really someone that has a ridiculous high usage rate, but I mean, he is going to shoot the ball. Now let's take a look. He did play them on 12, 23, 24. That was basically Christmas Eve. He played 15 minutes on average, 16, 17 minutes. If he plays 16 minutes, I really don't see how he gets this, but you can see he hasn't exceeded it in 4 of his last 5 games versus top 10 defenses. This is why the line is low. It seems too good to be true, but it's not. This is a fair line for him. I don't want you guys anchoring this. And what's an anchor? It means you're putting your whole night to all of a sudden depends on this. No, 1 to 3 lineups max. First half is always volatile, but I do believe it's okay. Again, I just paid 9. I'm taking the price cut because it's a tough matchup, and I'm gonna ride my wagon. Pause. Nope, no pause. Talking about ball, and I'm gonna take it until he sells me and proves me otherwise. And his full game could be considered too at 17.5. For sure is Gobby, but PrizePicks is getting surgical with these Gobbies, man. They're on to it. PrizePicks, these lines this whole month of January has been a dumpster fire for me. I'm not too boastful to admit that. It is what it is. Last year in 2024, I had 8 of 12 profitable months, one of them being April. This year so far, January is off to a rough start, but guys, I could care less because in the wash it'll all end up with a 4 to 5% return on investment. Like always, don't care. It's tough. It is what it is, guys. I got a solid community behind me. I got people that know that I'm doing the Lord's work. We do our best. We have a good time, and at the end of the day, that's all you can ask for, man. I don't think I'm better than you, and I don't think I'm better than anybody, but what I will tell you this is I'm gonna work harder than most people you know, trying to give other people the information on these slates, trying to get them coached up so they can make the right right decisions, giving them the tools they need to succeed. That's my job. And that is what I'm trying to do for you guys. So the next person that I want to talk about is the man, the myth, the legend, Vucevic. I love this spot today, guys. I love this game. There's narratives going on here. We got the ball v ball, and we will not need to pause on that, but we're talking about the balls today. We got Lonzo on one side. We got Marshmello on the other. 236.5 point total, 4.5 point spread. Both of these guys play at an electric pace. I love it. I had to decide where I'm going. And my man, I think Vuce is optimal. Why? Because he is a big, bad mamma jamma, and the guards on the Bulls play roulette. It could be Josh Giddey, which I do like Josh Giddey's points at 11.5, even though it's popular. It could be Lonzo himself. Could be Levine. Could be Kobe, Wagon, White. It could be any of those guys, y'all. It could just be as simple as taking Lonzo Ball and riding that narrative. In fact, I'm going to take Lonzo Ball, chat. Lonzo. Let's take Lonzo Ball one time. Lonzo and LaMelo in a 1v1. That would be cinema. 14.5 PRA, guys. I'm going for it. I'm not anchoring it, but I'm definitely going to have me some Lonzo. I think this is a fun lineup right here, guys. You do this right here. You know the NBA is going to be playing up brother be brother, especially since they're the Ball brothers. The Ball brothers. Just stop for a second and think of the timeline that we're in. We got the Ball brothers, and then we got the Bronny father and son combo. And I mean, it's just cinema when you stop back to think of it. I mean, whoever's writing the 2025 script and 2024 script needs an Oscar. Now, what do we do with old LaMelo? We run it back. You could take his 4.5 3-points made if you're a sick puppy. If you are a sick puppy, you can take that. What I like with old LaMelo is this, chat. Short and simple. His RA, you know he's been a wagon. Forget about the last 5. You know he's gonna hustle. And then this is the curveball. Bang. And we ain't talking baseball. The 1.5 blocks and steals. Why? Pace up spot. He's going to be hustling up and down that court like nobody's business, and he's been getting blocks and steals, and I wouldn't begrudge him a bit. He's got to come through, and I know I said I was taking Vuce, but I'm sidetracked here. LaMelo Ball's RA, 136, 125. Let's take a look at the projection sheet. He's projected for 6 rebounds and 8 assists. That's 14, and he's projected for 1.5 blocks and 1.5 steals and 0.3 blocks. So it's going to be sweaty wherever you go. Okay, but I think this is for fun. I do like LaMelo regardless, but I think this is a fun two-man. And then, like I said, any of these other guys are in the mix. Levine, Kobe, White, Giddey's points at 11.5. If they're going to keep it at that, seems too low. 11.5 points for Josh Giddey. I think that's good, okay? But let's talk about Vuce, the main guy. Those are just darts and fillers and for fun. But like Vucevic, okay, his 18.5. Why does it keep doing this to me? Come on, PrizePicks, stop being poverty. 18.5 points, or his points, rebounds, his RA. I'm conflicted on which one of these to do. They all feel too low. His points, rebounds is probably where I'm going to be headed. Now let's look at Vuce. 40 games played, 32 minutes on average, 22% usage rate, could be higher, but 1.24 fantasy points per minute, which is crispy. 1.24, y'all, is just crispy, okay? Let's go over here. 1.24, multiply it times 32, the baseline, 39 fantasy points, and his line is 37.5. So the fantasy score could be in the mix. Now let's price shop him real quick. Remember, every line has a price. His points, rebounds, 29.5 his points. These are the top ones that I was showing you guys. I hadn't even price shopped him yet. Well, I did earlier, but not anytime recently. So let's look at my projections. See what the model says. It always loves Vuce. 21 points and 11 rebounds. That's 32. It's a 2-point differential. 21 points and 11 rebounds. Now and I make the projections using my projection system model, and that is an aggressive projection. I understand. But take a look. 6 of his last 10, he's gotten over 29.5. Head-to-heads, there's a lot of data. He hooked on 12/30th, okay? On last season, he got there right around this time, actually. 31-34. Versus centers, they're 12th and 16th, but the overall matchup is pretty good in my opinion. I think he's going to be able to do whatever he wants. He's exceeded 29.5 points, rebounds in 6 of his last 7 games at home. It projects well. I like the pace. I like the point total. The spread could be a little better, but still, that's a close spread for the NBA right now, and I'm going with it. So it's dealer's choice here. You could go with the points. Remember, he was projected for 21. A true projection is probably going to be 20.5, okay? A conservative projection. His rebounds, 11. Okay, so over 10.5 would be good. 9.5, they only have the Gabi because they know. So I just went points, rebounds, or his fantasy score, possibly even his RA, but that's where I went. So we got Vuce, Murphy, the Zinger Man. You got your 1v1 optimals with LaMelo and Lonzo for the fun. And then let's talk about one more. But before I do that, guys, today's the final day to take advantage of the Discord promotion. Yes, it's CaptainCrush.net, the gold package. You click subscribe right here. You can get in. Promo code is poverty. If you're a new Discord member, this gives you $10 off, $14.99. Today it ends, so it'll be ending at midnight tonight. This gets you 1 month into the cord for $15. You'll get access to both of these projection sheets for every day, except you'll have the enhanced version of this. This is my YouTube one. You'll have the one that actually gives you the color-coded projections and the differentials. Same thing with my projection sheets for the players NBA. I do this for NFL, MLB. You get all my plays sent right to your phone, and you get access to the live streams and my community as well, guys. And we have a solid community. We got a couple of clowns, we got a couple of sharps, we got a couple of Joe Schmoes, but at the end of the day, guys, I'll take my community up against anyone's. And I'm not just saying that because it's mine, but I'm saying that because I'm the leader and I know they follow my principles for the most part, so I can count on them if I'm unplugged for whatever reason to make a lineup, and I'll throw in the tail 5 to 10 here and there and get in the mix. Again, that's promo code poverty. Sign up with any of my partners, you get 30 free days of the cord automatically if you send me the email. Guys, most people that make these YouTube videos that do what I do, they spend 15-20 minutes bombarding you with advertisements and promos and everything else, which is fine, but I'm telling you like this. I'm looking straight at you, man. I know how it is to spend your hard-earned money. I know how hard it is to make coin in this economy. I get all that. I understand it. I'm telling you right now, if you give me a chance, let me prove to you that you will get your coins worth. At the end of the day, I can't promise anything but this. I respect your coin, and I will give you everything I have to increase your process and increase your win rate. I can't promise you anything more than that. I will give you the tools you need to succeed, and I will give you access to the live streams, and I will genuinely help you out, and that is my promise to you. Above all these other guys doing this, I keep it 100. My word is my bond. I keep it real. I try to help you guys. I invest in my community, and I expect everybody in my community to pull their weight as well. So that take advantage of that promo. It ends tonight. Give me a shot, and let's cook this up together, guys, because we're going to go on a run here soon that's going to be absolutely insane. It always happens. Whenever there's a downswing, you can set a watch to it that the upswing is going to be ridiculous. It always happens, and those of you that have been with me from the jump, you know what I'm talking about. So buckle up, Buttercup. It's hitting. Chief. MLB should be a movie this year. I worked my tail off last year for it, and I'm going to do it again this year. We don't have to worry about blowouts, etc. Oh, I honestly can't wait. I bet you never thought you'd be waiting for MLB, did you? But welcome to 2025. Now, folks, there is a lot of games on this slate. Okay, a lot of good spots we could go to. Okay, you got the Wolves and the Knicks, 5-point spread, 218. There's a couple of guys I like from there. We'll have to discuss it on the live stream. You know, you got Josh Hart, you got Ant Edwards on the other side of that. Raptors, Bucks. You have to determine if that spread is enough to keep you away. But I was dabbling and dibbling with RJ Barrett. Pause. We're dibbling and dabbling, Cap? No, we're not. We're just talking about basketball. But I can't figure out what I want to do with him. RJ Barrett. I kind of like his PRA. I kind of like his fantasy score. He just had a big game. He's been cooking on the RA, but that spread scares me. So I'm not sure what to do with him yet. And then on the other side, look at this. Look at this. Giannis's PRA at 47.5 needs to be studied. That's way too low, man. I don't care. I'm not sure if I'm going to take it because, again, the blowout spread, but it is low. His assists, he just has too much upside and equity for me to fade him. I just don't know what I'm going to take with him yet. Okay, and look at his I didn't even know this because I hadn't looked at it yet, but look at the market data for his PRA. It's 48.5 on Pinnacle. It's going to get bumped. And on a day like Flex Friday, you could just say, you know what, Cap? I'm going with the studs, and I'm just going to make a 5 or 6 man stud slip, and wherever the chips fall, they fall, because you're going to get the coin back, and I wouldn't begrudge you a bit. There's nothing like having studs in your lineup when it matters most. Yes, some days you're going to get lucky. The Oklahoma game should have fed, guys. It should have fed. We got 2 top teams, close spread. It should have fed. Oklahoma just said nope. Alexander just said, I'm MVP, out of my way. I'm dropping 40. And he did just that. Like he said in his post-game interview, it's just another night of basketball for him. He doesn't care. It's just another night, and he's absolutely right. But that Rockets game, they're a big defensive team, and the Kings got there. Sabonis got there. DeRozan got there. Monk got there. And then on the other side, Jalen Green, Amen Thompson. You can have game stacks like that where it randomly is a great game. That is the beauty and the curse of the NBA, man, if you take unders. There is a lot of value in unders. I don't want you guys to think that I don't do unders. I almost had one hit yesterday, 3 of 5. Should have been at a minimum 4 of 5, but the last 2 legs, I had 8 and under, 12.5. He comes in down 30. Okay, they're down 30 points with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. He checks back in, gets an alley-oop dunk, and then goes to the bench to sell me. Okay, I had under 12.5 points, and I know the head-to-heads against Zubac were good, but Ayton hasn't been playing. And then on the other side, I had Malik Monk under points because I was looking at the news sites, the pundits, saying he's going to play roughly 30 minutes or less tonight because of his groin issue. And realistically, I should have not even bothered with that. His groin was fine. I watched the whole game. It was a great game to watch, and we should have just game stacked it. But it is what it is. Jalen Green respected coin, and so did Amen Thompson. Now, the last person I want to talk about, guys, and then we're out of here, is Jokic. What are we doing with Jokic tonight versus the Miami Heat? Now, the head-to-heads are terrible, and I'll show you right now. But, guys, you can't put too much stock into just the last 5, the last 10, the last 20 head-to-heads, matchups, because the lines makers know all that too. It's not enough, okay? Sometimes you just have to use your gut and see what's up. If you look at the last matchup data, the head-to-heads, it ain't good. 11 rebounds, 14, 11. But look at the matchup. 29th in rebounds allowed versus centers, overall 26. Joker's matchup proof, I don't care. In his last 20, he's gotten over 12.5 rebounds and 13 of 20, 7 of 10. I think his rebounds and his RA are both in the mix, okay? He's just an MVP candidate. Unfortunately, Alexander is better this year. Unfortunately for him, good for us Thunder fans. Can I get a Thunder root in the chat? Let's go, chat. But look, 7 of 10 on 22.5. We got to go with him today, man. We got to go with Joker. I think you could go worse than having the Joker in your Flex Friday, Papa and Mama. I guess there's a few of you out here. It's just whether you're going to take his RA or his rebounds at 12.5. Either or is fine with Old Crush. There's plenty of studs you could have today. For Prize Picks, I am going to take 12.5 rebounds because I can get his RA at a cheaper price on other books. In fact, I will show that one real quick. This is what I did. I did Vucevic, 29.5 points, rebounds, LaMelo Ball, 1.5 blocks and steals. Now, you could take LaMelo's 13.5 RA alternate line instead. And then I did Joker, 21.5 assists plus rebounds. Again, you could just take his rebounds or an alternate line of this. This is Chalkboard. They let you cash out early. They let you do live betting, everything. It's been so good to me. I'm very thankful for them adding in all these features. I told them that I would spread the gospel. You guys sign up, use code CRUSH, you get a free square, 30 days of my Discord, and a full deposit match. Guys, give them a shot. I'm telling you right now, you won't regret it. And that goes for all my partners. Parlay, Play, Sleeper, Underdog. Underdog has, if you make a lineup today, you get a 50% boost tomorrow. Right now, Underdog has the highest deposit match bonus as well, so take advantage of that. Again, it's code CRUSH on all the websites, but this for Chalkboard, you can use whatever you want. We're going to make more of them in the live stream. I put 15 to win 65. Felt like fair lines to me. 21.5 here, okay? And I'm only sacrificing 0.6x of equity. So basically, I'm sacrificing $10 of equity, okay? When it all comes to get a cheaper line on there, but that's fine with me for this. Actually $9.45, but that's fine. If you want to take it on Prize Picks with the bumped line, you can. Code CRUSH, get in the mix. Now let's do one final thing. You can see my projection on the man, the myth, the legend himself is 27 points, 12.8 rebounds, and 8 assists, so not quite getting there. He almost projects for 13, almost projects for 9 assists. Like I said, that's pulling the head-to-head matchups and stuff too that are factoring in those projections. It is going to be sweaty, but guys, I went with it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it useful. I hope you guys try the Discord before that promo ends, because I don't know when the next one will be. It's poverty lowercase captaincrush.net right here. First month, $10 off. You get all the tools, you get everything, guys. I'm very appreciative to each and every one of you. YouTube faithful, Discord faithful, the hybrid faithful, all of you guys. Please smash that like button, as it does help me out a ton. Good luck in all your contests tonight. Here's the salute, and as always, my brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush.